Hey there, Darkstar here. Gonna be a short one today because it's already 11:23 p.m. So first thing I wanted to call out is there's a new plane in the marketplace. Looks kind of cute. It's for charter service private. 20 bucks. Don't know much about it. Kind of interesting. It's got gauges. I think it's got a little GPS down there. It's for VFR navigation only. I don't know. Looks kind of cute. Twin engine. Does it have any stats here? Yeah, there we go. So, you know, not super fast cruise. Not a super high flyer. Not a large range. Probably a little overpriced for charter private even. There was a small Sim Update 3 beta update. Nobody really knows what went into it. Supposedly, some people have had performance problems, but who knows? I have performance problems all the time with, you know, from flight to flight even. Kind of looking forward to some Update 3 coming out though. There's some definite nice things in there. And it'll be interesting to see what they've done for Career that maybe wasn't in the beta itself. Check on our challenge league. We're still stuck at second, but I don't feel too bad about this because this guy's like world leader in some of the challenges. So he's beat me in every single challenge. So I did finally make second place. Shaved a few fraction of a second off there. But he's creaming me. I'll work at it, but I don't feel too bad about that. Again, cooking me in the low altitude challenge. And despite my pretty lucky landing, he topped me in even the Cirrus Vision Jet precision landing. So, well done. Let's see, so I thought I might do some career flights. I don't know what I want to do tonight. I just wanted to get in a couple of flights. I had to do errands today and do work, and I wasn't feeling well, and did a little test flight in the Vision Jet. I try to help out on the Discord chat with issues, and like I'll run flights and stuff to see how they're going, like when people are reporting problems or whatever. I feel like Flight Sim has these special missions all wrong. They should be worth doing. Like they're just worthless. Like they don't pay anything. Like if you're someone who maybe wanted to fly more in employee mode, there's no real path. Like I get that maybe it would be slower or whatever, but it should be sort of like a parallel path, not a grind employee until you can get into freelancer kind of thing. And if they're gonna have them, make them worthwhile. Like look at that, 17,000, right? It's like, why? I mean, the tornado one was fun a couple of times, maybe. But these should be like higher paying things for employees to do. I guess that one's not too bad. 100,000. But what is that? A 6.5 hour flight if you're doing it real time? No, thank you. Should be something special about them. Let's see. I think we were up in Alaska, which is kind of where I started out. These missions are painful. What do we got here? Oh, that's employee mode. Oh, Draco. Blech. The Dakota. Okay. We did a couple of first flights out of here. Basically, take up from here, you fly over the little city here and fly back. There's like gorgeous scenery everywhere, and they want to fly over this stinky little city. I don't mean this city is stinky, I mean as a tourist destination, like compared to like a glacier or these mountains or anything. It's probably a beautiful city. It's a fun little airport too to fly in, because it doesn't have like an ILS or whatever. So you fly in this little valley and you make a dogleg here, and then the RNAV's cut off and you have to land. It's a pretty ample airport. Where's the, how do oh, I guess you can't really see much in, I wish you could see airport info or something. It's pretty good sized runways. I thought up here we had, yeah, there's our 408, okay. I think if you're at an airport, it should always have a mission for your plane. I like to fly Summit Airlines if I'm going to be a pretend airline. And this is Summit, P-A-S-T. But there are no missions here for our 408. Where do we have? A 1 hour mission, and an hour and 30 minutes, and an hour. Where's that to? PGM? Oh, there's some other ones there. Some of these names scare me. Let's go filters, aircraft, 408, Sky Courier. It's the one we're flying today. Let's close that and let's look for okay, there we go. I'm going to try to stick to 1 hour ones. Should be getting pretty late here. I'd be a little, I don't think I want to fly at night to these tiny little airports. So let's change the time, and then we don't have to worry so much about the airport. Just has to be big enough to land in. Manly Hot Springs. That sounds very manly. L-I-F-R. let's check it out. So runway 10 is going to be 3,400 feet. That could be a little tight. Runway 2, oops, well, it doesn't really matter. Ooh, can we get a 408 down in 1,800 feet in IFR conditions? If you get rid of the clouds and you hit Q, you can fly down. All the way to the airport. Like if it has a nice flat, clear approach, I might be able to make it. But these airports never do. Oh, I might be wrong. I don't know, should we do it? Come in a little bit from the left side here. Maybe we could touch down hard or a little early even. Slam on the brakes. We do have reversers that make stopping pretty short. I say it's sort of basically suicide mission, but I'm down to give it a shot. What's the worst that happens? We have to repair our plane. Okay, let's put a reasonable altitude in here, like 140. Because there's a lot of mountains in Alaska. Let's add a little extra fuel. I don't know, should we cold and dark or skip? Get on with the adventure. Let's give it a shot. Let's see how this goes. Where are my pitos at? There you are. I saw one, it was like a chicken sticking out from the pitot tube.
Good morning, Captain. First time we work together. Great. I'm Jessica, your co-pilot.
Do we need to get started first? I'm pretty sure we get battery on. These probably don't do anything until the engines are running. Let's start with the right engine. We'll go booster on.
TAWS system test. Okay.
We probably should have got beacon on and something. Never too late, right? Hello. No condition levers, really? Okay, there's our RPMs and ITT.
Skids are designed to withstand turbulence, but it's crucial that you keep a steady flight speed and adjust to changing conditions. Let's get the cargo there secure and on time.
Whoops.
Papa Alpha Sierra Whiskey traffic. Summit Delta Sierra Delta Tree 5 is taxiing to runway 10. Papa Alpha Sierra Whiskey traffic.
Okay, let's get those generators on. Looks pretty clear out for now. Generators on, bleeds, bleed air. Yep, nothing up there. I think what we had like 14 or something. Oh my goodness, come on. Okay, transponder, where do we suppose that is? Get your seatbelts on, people. This ain't no party bus. Auto feather, auto feather, auto feather. Okay, transponder. We need to sort out our transponder. That's probably on here. Transponder, altitude. We are not, we're in the US, so let's go 1200 until we're told otherwise. Okay, it looks like we already got our route into the doohickey. All right. Pretty easy to get going. This ain't no disco. This ain't no messing around.
Papa Alpha Sierra Whiskey traffic. Summit Delta Sierra Delta Tree 5, taking off runway 10. Departure to the north. Papa Alpha Sierra Whiskey traffic.
One thing I miss and don't miss about the early career mode are these kinds of airports. It's like they're kind of fun sometimes, but you always, like, I don't know why you always have to back taxi. Like, always, it seems like. So it looks like a little bit of a crosswind. Gonna be coming from our right. We always want to aileron into the wind and give opposite rudder. So if the wind's coming from our right, we want to aileron to the right like that, and then opposite rudder. Not that much. And right now it's coming from our left. There's not that much wind, so I probably won't worry about it. But I'll kind of be ready to give a little bit on takeoff there. A little bit of. Looks like we got some trees at the end of the runway, gonna give us some trouble. I don't know how heavy we are, I didn't really pay attention. Alright, let's get our course in for takeoff. Hey, it has takeoff mode. Spiffy. Okay, so I think we're good to go then. After takeoff, we're gonna wanna watch the terrain here. We might need to go out and around. But if the terrain starts clearing, we'll get a better look when we get up there. Flaps in, we have fixed gear, no gear to get up. Okay, we're looking good. Right, there's our rotate.
Squawk 6656, Summit Delta Sierra Delta Tree 5.
Okay, 6656.
Summit Delta Sierra Delta Tree 5. Radar contact 2 miles northeast Papa Alpha Sierra Whiskey, 2,200 feet. Altimeter tree 007.
Roger, Summit Delta Sierra Delta Tree 5. Summit Delta Sierra Delta Tree 5, for miles northeast of Papa Alpha Sierra Whiskey, 3,400 feet. Request IFR to Papa Alpha Hotel Echo. Ready to copy.
Summit Delta Sierra Delta Tree 5 is cleared to Papa Alpha Hotel Echo Airport as filed. Squawk 6656.
Delta Tree 5, cleared to Papa Alpha Hotel, Echo Airport, as filed. Squawk 6656.
Summit Delta Sierra Delta Tree 5. Read back correct. Radar contact 4,800 feet. Altimeter tree 007. Continue to SKWN. Following heading tree 60. Proceed on course. Climb and maintain 14,000 feet.
Continue to SKWN following heading tree 60. Resume own navigation. Climb and maintain 14,000 feet. Summit Delta Sierra Delta Tree 5.
Need to watch these because I don't know how tall they are, but other than that we are clear. But we should be able to clear these at 14,000. There's not much here that's over 14. On my graphics a little bit, trying to get a little bit better performance and a little bit better quality as well. So I went, I don't even know what all I changed, but right now I'm on TAA anti-aliasing with 100% rendering, so no scaling. I set the frame limit in the user config file to 45 frames per second, and then DLSS up, 2x, so up to 80. Right now we're getting 72, so we're not hitting our max. It's a little disappointing, but it looks okay. Like I can read things, I don't know. For everybody, but and like I'm not getting too much horrible jitter or anything. One thing I've definitely found though is that limiting your frames that it's trying to generate is helpful.
10,000 feet.
Caution, but no alert popped up that I saw. Oxygen lever, maybe. Level button. Wind's not too bad today. Feels pretty even. Yeah, so we just got some peaks here left. There they are. There's our chime for 14,000. So we'll want to watch the engine stats a little bit here as we level out, so we don't burn out the engine. plane should even run at, but I'm going to go 1600 RPM. I'll ease back on the throttle just a little bit. This is the 408, right? Let's go see if there's an official manual. Manuals. I'll just Google it at this point. It takes too long to find it. Browsers, somebody needs to solve the bookmarks problem. I have thousands of bookmarks, and they're just too hard to organize and like deal with. Okay, aircraft manuals and 408. Nope, there's a longitude and a CJ4. Guys will sell me one for a gazillion dollars. Really? I don't know if the standby battery should be on or not. Those should be ARM as well. All right, let's see what we have. So this says runway 2. Visual on 2, straight in, load. And then the way this always ends up working is it has this extra waypoint, I think. Goes over the airport first. So if you want to overfly the airport, that's fine. But I'm I'm going to clear it. We could fly over to this waypoint too. Let's just go to S-Play though. Little bit more of an angle on the entry. And this one we can go straight in as well. And if it'll let us, we can put in our other waypoint there. Across the river. This waypoint and that one won't line up perfectly, but general idea. A couple little lakes there. Doesn't look like it should be too bad, but it might be a little rough on the landing because it's pretty short. It says landing distance for the Sky Carrier is 3,000 feet. It also says the takeoff distance 3,660 feet. We definitely took off faster than that. Let's just take a look at our weights. Okay, so our takeoff weight was pretty light, so that's good. Help us. We are carrying extra fuel, so we're going to be a little bit heavier than that. Not too bad though. That'll help us. Let's see if we missed anything in our checklist. So, nav, beacon, ignition on, condition lever, ignition off, high idle, we did all that. Okay. Auto feather, I did eventually turn on. Prop RPM lever, flaps, flight controls, pitot, heat, as required. Okay. I don't know what climb power should be. It would be nice if it said, but we're going full out, so altimeter. rudder setting. We'll do that again. Landing lights off, taxi lights off. I'm just going to leave those on. Flaps, taxi, autopilot, shutdown. Ignition must be off. Yeah, these are all very straightforward items. There's our itty bitty little mountain peak. 2 of them. It's kind of weird that they don't have bearings or anything. Cut here in emergency, that's interesting. I did realize one thing from looking at these stats. This plane touchdown normal velocity. So I was kind of generally critical of feet per minute as a measure of the quality of the landing. But if you're doing feet per minute to the normal of whatever terrain you're doing, which means like if that set of triangles is quote unquote tilted, right? Normal would be straight out of that triangle. So if you're measuring the normal velocity, I think that makes a lot more sense. If you're trying to convert that, which the sim actually gives you, into a G-force, you're basically creating a fiction. There is no real way to turn that into a G-force. We don't really know what it would be. You'd have to model the physics of how the plane landing gear absorbed that particular landing. Like you'd have to know the you know, how fast the landing gear compresses when the force is applied to it and all that kind of stuff. So I'm sure they use something like, oh, okay, let's assume it's a 1.5 foot travel of landing gear compression, right? And they just distribute that feet per minute over whatever your rate going, how far you would travel 1.5 foot as you slow down, right? That's going to be kind of your G-force. But I always thought it was kind of more feet per minute that the plane was traveling up or down. But like if you're landing at Lukla where the runway is sloped heavily upwards, you're going to be landing upwards. Your feet per minute could be positive when you touch down. But to the normal, it's not going to be positive. It's always going to be towards the surface. So that made more sense. Well, we don't really have an approach plate to brief or anything here. It's just going to be a visual approach. was supposedly IFR conditions. That's what the map said. Let's go see if we can get any weather here. No weather, no TAF. I thought they had fixed this so it would find the nearest one. That's kind of useless. And it seems to me these slightly bigger airports should have something. Radios to tune, no nothing, huh? I'm trying to decide, do I want to land with my flight stick or my yoke? Thinking I should probably use the yoke. So sometimes people ask what these balls on the dashboard are for. They're for your head alignment. So you want to align your head with the little balls in theory. So it would be something like that. But really, to me, it would be more like that. And these are wrong. So I don't know if that's a modeling error or what, but they always seem just a little bit off from what seems most natural to me. You know, if they're like that, you're sitting too low. You should raise your chair. If you're like that, they're too high. So you want to get approximately lined up there. Okay, I was gonna say, does this have CWS mode? I guess the real one does, but this doesn't have a button for it. I always call it fighter jet mode, but it's sort of like the Airbus, Boeing CWS. Well, let's see, our outside air temperature is -7. We should probably do some anti-ice work here. And now it's gone. this plane will get any update in Sim Update 3. We fixed the text on the MFD. Wanting to click these. Oh, it's not a touchscreen. Okay. Don't we have flight following or something? They haven't like said anything in a while. Let's see. Let's see if we can find any weather out this way. Okay, there we go. That doesn't look IFR. It says VFR. Almost 9 nautical mile visibility. I don't know about over there, but there's more than a few clouds here. Weird artifacts in some places. It's like somebody edited something out or something. Let's see, does it nope, it does not remember our window positions. So what, 728? Let's see.
Summit Delta, Sierra Delta, tree 5, contact Anchorage Center on 1 tree 3.1. Good day.
Tree 3.1. Uh-oh.
1 tree 3.1. Summit Delta Sierra Delta Tree 5. Anchorage Center. Summit Delta Sierra Delta Tree 5. 14,000 feet.
Summit Delta, Sierra Delta, tree 5, Anchorage Center, altimeter tree 001. Radar contact, continue to clear.
Clear to clear. go modify SimVar Watcher so it'll write all the stats out to a log. Or at least selected ones. Write them on the right format. You can even load them into things like a little nav map or something. Of course, it'll already do that. You can just log it in a little nav map if that's all you want is your route and stuff. It'll be keep track of where you've flown. Kind of cool if you've never used it. I don't use it very much, but let's sim rate this up a little.
Center, Summit Delta Sierra Delta Tree 5 would like to cancel IFR.
Summit Delta Sierra Delta Tree 5. IFR flight plan is canceled. Radar service terminated. Squawk 1200. Maintain VFR. Frequency change approved. Good day.
And I think we're done. ATC. Never really looked up at the clouds. Bright out there. Hey, how's it going out there? we're going to try to take this plane with a 3,000 foot landing distance and land it on 1,800 feet. That is our mission. Top of descent. Let's make sure we've got VNAV armed. We've got... Well, I don't know if that's going to do anything, but it says it's armed. I'd expect to see it over here. Let's see, our runways are at 724 feet. So I'll get us down close to the runway at most. Update our altimeter setting there. But it looks like it is. We can use this information to help get down to. Looks like it's working. So we got 10 minutes to bottom of descent. We are, I think, still sim rate 1. Nope, we're at normal speed. Let's go a little faster here.
Feet.
Okay, we're getting a little fast there. Want to watch your overspeeds and stuff when you're descending. So we are going to ease back on the power just a little. Don't need to do it much yet. I just don't want to get overspeed. Okay, we're going to make a right here. Our first visual waypoint's pretty far out. So that's about where we'll want to start really slowing down. I do believe this plane slows down very, very quickly once you pull the throttle back. And we'll want to be at normal sim rate. So we're 2x right now.
Papa Alpha Hotel Echo traffic. Summit Delta Sierra Delta Tree 5, 9 miles south, 3,600 feet, inbound to land, runway 2. Papa Alpha Hotel Echo traffic.
Yeah, see, this one's a little further out than that one, so probably about here. Normal sim rate. Let's go approach. Okay, we're getting down into the white bar, which means we can get some flaps out, which will help us slow down even more. Flap deployment speeds for this airplane. I'm sure the game will remind us if we go over speed though. Looks like our runway is dead ahead there. We want to get nice and slow and stable. And we'll go full flaps here in a minute. And add a little power so we stay right about there. I wish we had an angle of attack indicator here.
500.
Does that look tiny enough yet?
$400. 300. 300.
Let's make it look a little bigger.
200.
Papa Alpha Hotel Echo traffic. Summit Delta Sierra Delta Tree 5 is on final. Runway 2 to land. Papa Alpha Hotel Echo traffic.
Stall.
Come on, come on. All right. That was not the ugliest landing I've ever made. Exit the runway. Okay. So we'll exit the runway then. I was trying not to get a wheel out of runway, but I'll take it.
Awesome flight, Captain. Thanks for getting us here safe.
Yeah, the reverse thrust on this thing is pretty powerful. That was a pretty short stop. I wish we could record it. I wish the FCR worked in this mode. Even if you couldn't rewind it or whatever, it'd be nice if it would just save it. I know there are some external tools that'll sort of do that. I should probably get one. Alright, well I guess that's my one flight for tonight, because it's getting late. Let's get our score here. So mission score showed pretty high right here. Not sure, but I think 1,000,000 is the highest. So yeah, that's not too shabby. Oh. That went relatively uneventfully. Alright, have a good evening. Bye-bye.